Hi guys, I'm Johanna Bota from CoinGeek.com, and I'm here with Calvin, who is the mastermind behind CoinGeek conference and also obviously the founder of Ayre Media. So how did you come up with having these conferences every so often?
Well, actually, I was in Spain and I was on a holiday and I was just in my suite. I was already involved in the cryptocurrency space. I was just sort of thinking how it was evolving, and I just thought that there needed to be a conference that talked about scaling and application development on top of the platform. So the conference was put in place to stimulate the growth of application development on top of a massively scaling public blockchain. The only blockchain in the world that actually meets that criteria today is Bitcoin SV, the original protocol. So here we are, and people are starting to understand why that's important.
I mean, so over the last couple of days, what have you seen that sounds really interesting? Then you're like, oh my goodness, this is going to take off.
There's been a lot of things, but I was surprised at how advanced. I'm a shareholder in a company that out of Norway that's doing supply chain management on top of the BSV blockchain, and I've been tracking that project for over a year now. But I was actually surprised they gave a demo of it today, and that's going to be massive, and I'm really excited about that. But something else happened just after that. A company in the United States, one of the largest pharmaceutical companies in the world, has announced that they've signed a deal with nChain to use nChain's patented IP. I'm a shareholder of nChain as well. And they're going to use the BSV public blockchain, and they're going to do an opioid program so that they can track opioid use in the United States and manage it better, and hopefully that'll save lives and also increase efficiencies and lower costs and put patients in charge of their own data. So that's all the ways that it's a positive thing. But what's really significant about it with respect to this conference is we've been saying for years that this type of enterprise level project could be made on top of a public blockchain, and this is the first time in history that one has been announced. There's a deal signed and it's moving ahead. So I believe this is a game changer. I think that this is going to be massively accelerate public awareness of the utility of the BSV blockchain, and for that I'm very excited.
So you have a new conference coming up in New York as well. Can you give us a little teaser on that?
The date isn't determined, but it'll be September, October, and we will nail that down very quickly. But it's going to be very similar to the one we have here. It's going to be bigger. There'll be more of everything because everything's scaling right now, and I think it may be 4 times larger than, let's say we're 1,000 people here, so I'm looking at a 4,000 person conference. But because it's New York and the financial sector there is as big or bigger than we have here in London, the utility of the blockchain through the application development and the scaling that drives all of it is going to drive its use as a store of value, and it's going to become much more interesting in the financial community. So we think we're going to get more of that community there in New York, in addition to a growth in the application development community. So we think it's going to be very big, and more of the excitement that's here.
And more people understanding and getting behind it. So
Correct.
That's great. All right, thank you so much, Calvin, and enjoy the rest of the time on the conference.
And the party.
Yes, the after party.